Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Eagle. Double. Let's go. 90.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
White 20. White 80.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
By 90! By 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Barely got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Smith, his first carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wells throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Wells. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Really something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Ray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And a nice spin into some open field. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
White 90. White 20. Space side 2.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go. On. White 20. White 20.
Now back to throw. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw on 3rd down. Wells. He's going to air one out. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wells buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down. Wells, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Switch. Over.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check three. Tight is Ringo. Gun.
On 4th down, Wells. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Go. I 20.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Still going. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
90. 90. Up. 55.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey. Let's go. 20.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Right there. All day, baby. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
This is Collins on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. A give left side to Collins. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Right 20! Up, up! Up, up!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams nowhere to go here. He lost
lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Wells. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. White 20.
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Reuben Foster in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Alpha. 190. Alpha. Eagle. 190.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
White 20! White 20! White 20!
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, here's Smith, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wells. He sets to fire deep. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin with a run by Fournette. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
White 20.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not bad, old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
White 20. And it's a black 2-9.
They'll look to throw. And he fins, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wells steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Operating from the gun, Wells. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Wells. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Fournette, a first down carry. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
White 20, white 90. Let's go, D.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Let's go. White 20. Stop.
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to